Hello, Dodgers fans. Today we are diving deep into the latest developments regarding the Los Angeles Dodgers pitching staff and what we can expect as we move toward next season. The team has been busy evaluating their roster, and there's one name that has been generating a lot of discussion: Roki Sasaki. This young pitcher has already shown flashes of brilliance, and the Dodgers are carefully plotting out his role to maximize his potential while building one of the strongest starting rotations in Major League Baseball. There's a lot to unpack here, and we're going to break it all down for you, from the offseason strategies to how the rotation and bullpen might look next year. Andrew Freeman recently shared his perspective on Sasaki, and what he revealed gives us a clear sense of the direction the team is heading. Sasaki is still incredibly young, just 24 years old, and despite his age, he has already experienced a wide range of pitching roles. Last season, injuries limited his appearances, and when he returned, he took on a relief role during the postseason, dominating as a closer in some of the most high-pressure situations imaginable. His performance in that role was remarkable, showcasing his ability to handle intensity and deliver in clutch moments. But the Dodgers see more in him than just a relief pitcher. They view him as a starting pitcher with enormous upside, someone who, with continued development and proper management, can anchor their rotation for years to come. During his time recovering from injury, Sasaki showed areas that need refinement. His ERA in AAA was higher than expected during rehab, highlighting moments where control and consistency became issues. That said, these challenges are not uncommon for young pitchers stepping into major roles, and the organization seems confident that with focused training and off-season work, he can address these areas. Freeman mentioned that the team has made significant progress in working on Sasaki's delivery, aiming to give him the tools to succeed as a starter. The plan is for him to enter spring training fully prepared to contribute immediately at the highest level. The Dodgers are treating this carefully, knowing that Sasaki's talent can flourish if he's given the right guidance and structure. Looking at his performances, it is evident that Sasaki has a high ceiling. Even with a limited number of innings last season, he demonstrated an ability to strike out batters and manage high-pressure scenarios. The postseason highlighted his potential in relief, but it also revealed that he has the capacity to grow into a dominant starter. The Dodgers' approach is to prioritize long-term success while optimizing the team's competitiveness for next season. By slotting Sasaki into the rotation, they aim to balance immediate results with his development, ensuring that he reaches his full potential without risking overuse or injury. The rotation itself is a fascinating puzzle. The Dodgers are looking to build one of the most formidable rotations in the league, combining veteran experience with emerging talent. Adding Sasaki as a starter not only strengthens the core, but also creates flexibility for the rest of the pitching staff. There is one spot that remains a question mark, but with the right adjustments and the possibility of promoting other pitchers from within the system, the team can maintain depth and performance throughout the season. The mix of experience and youth, combined with strategic offseason moves, gives the Dodgers the ability to compete at a high level while preparing for the long term. Off-season planning also involves considerations for the bullpen, and this is where things get particularly intriguing. While Sasaki's transition to the rotation solidifies one aspect of the pitching staff, the Dodgers still face questions about high-leverage relievers and the closer role. Last season demonstrated the importance of having reliable arms in the bullpen, capable of handling pressure situations against elite hitters. While some players have the potential to fill these roles, the team is looking for consistency and impact, the type of presence that can turn close games in their favor. There are several options the Dodgers might explore, both from within the organization and through strategic acquisitions, to ensure that their bullpen complements a strong rotation led by Sasaki and other starters. It is worth noting that the decisions made now have long-term implications. Managing young pitchers, especially someone with Sasaki's talent, requires balancing workload, innings, and development. Turning him into a full-time closer after starting as a starter could increase injury risk due to higher pitch counts and inconsistent roles. By committing to him as a starter, the Dodgers are aiming to create stability, allowing him to grow into a reliable, dominant force in the rotation while keeping his long-term health in mind. This strategy reflects a deep understanding of player development and a commitment to sustained success, not just short-term gains. Fans will also be closely watching how the rest of the pitching staff shapes up. The Dodgers have several talented pitchers who can step into high-leverage situations, and the integration of Sasaki into the rotation will likely open opportunities for other arms to shine. Strategic use of the bullpen, combined with careful monitoring of innings and workloads, could make this pitching staff one of the most complete in the league. Every decision, from the rotation order to bullpen assignments, will have ripple effects throughout the season, influencing not only game outcomes, but also player confidence and development. Another element to consider is how Sasaki's presence in the rotation affects the team's approach to free agency and acquisitions. The Dodgers are likely to explore options that enhance the bullpen without compromising their rotation depth. This could involve evaluating potential closers or high-leverage relievers, aiming for players who can complement the starters and maintain strong performance in late innings. The goal is to create balance across the pitching staff, ensuring that both the rotation and bullpen are equipped to handle the challenges of a long season while maximizing the strengths of key players like Sasaki. Ultimately, the Dodgers' strategy demonstrates a thoughtful, long-term approach to building a dominant pitching staff. By prioritizing Sasaki as a starter, refining his mechanics, and integrating him into a rotation with other top-level pitchers, the team is positioning itself for sustained success. Meanwhile, careful attention to bullpen composition ensures that high-pressure situations can be managed effectively, allowing the Dodgers to remain competitive in every game. Fans should expect to see a carefully orchestrated blend of young talent and experienced arms, all working together to maintain the team's position as one of the strongest in Major League Baseball. Sasaki's development is central to this plan. His youth and potential make him a valuable asset, and the Dodgers are clearly invested in helping him reach the next level. With focused off-season training, proper management of his workload, and strategic placement within the rotation, he has the chance to become a cornerstone of the team's pitching staff. Observers will be watching closely to see how his control, strikeout ability, and overall performance evolve, particularly as he transitions fully into a starting role. Every inning he pitches next season will provide insight into how effectively the Dodgers have managed his development and how ready he is to take on a major role as a consistent, reliable starter. The implications of these moves extend beyond individual performance. A strong rotation anchored by Sasaki allows the Dodgers to approach each game with confidence, knowing that they have pitchers capable of handling high-pressure scenarios from start to finish. This stability can influence offensive strategies, bullpen management, and even the team's approach to in-game decision-making. By securing a reliable rotation and reinforcing the bullpen, the Dodgers are not only preparing for next season, but also establishing a foundation that could pay dividends for years to come, balancing immediate competitiveness with long-term planning and strategic vision. Continuing with the Dodgers' plans for next season, the focus now shifts to the bullpen, which remains a critical area for the team's success. While the rotation may be taking shape with Roki Sasaki stepping into a starter role, the bullpen still presents questions that need to be addressed. High-leverage situations require pitchers who can not only handle pressure, but also consistently deliver outs against the league's best hitters. Last season offered glimpses of what is possible, with Sasaki himself showing dominance in relief. But a full season of play highlights the importance of having reliable arms to close out games and maintain leads in critical moments. The Dodgers are exploring multiple options to strengthen this part of the roster, ensuring that the team can complement a strong starting rotation with an equally dependable bullpen. One of the key challenges for the Dodgers is finding a closer or a high-leverage reliever who can consistently perform in the most intense situations. Tanner Scott showed flashes last season, but his performance was uneven, highlighting the need for a major rebound. The team is looking for someone who can step into that role and deliver results week after week, providing stability at the back end of games. There are internal candidates who could fill these roles, and some returning players have proven they can be trusted in high-pressure moments. But the Dodgers are also evaluating potential acquisitions to ensure the bullpen is fully equipped to handle any scenario. This dual approach of developing internal talent while exploring external options reflects the team's commitment to maintaining depth and flexibility. Sasaki's transition to the rotation impacts the bullpen strategy as well. By moving him into a starting role, the Dodgers avoid overloading him with innings and reduce the risk of injury, allowing him to grow into a dominant starter. At the same time, it creates space in the bullpen for other pitchers to step up and prove themselves in critical roles. The Dodgers are likely considering a mix of experienced arms and high-potential young pitchers to fill these spots, ensuring that the bullpen can perform under pressure without compromising overall team performance. This careful balancing act is crucial in a league where bullpen depth often determines playoff success. The offseason strategy also includes an eye on potential free agents and trades to address remaining needs. While the Dodgers have a strong core of pitchers, acquiring a proven closer or a high-leverage reliever could provide the final piece of the puzzle. The team's focus is not only on talent, but also on fit within the existing rotation and bullpen structure, ensuring that any new addition enhances the overall balance. This approach demonstrates a commitment to thoughtful roster management, prioritizing strategic acquisitions that support long-term success rather than short-term fixes. Team chemistry and consistency are other factors in the Dodgers' planning. A well-structured bullpen relies on pitchers who understand their roles and can execute under pressure, and the integration of new players must be handled carefully to maintain cohesion. The Dodgers have experienced leaders who can guide younger arms, providing mentorship and insight into handling high-stakes situations. This combination of veteran guidance and emerging talent is a hallmark of the Dodgers' strategy, allowing them to build a pitching staff capable of sustaining excellence throughout the season. Looking at the bigger picture, the decisions being made now will shape not only the upcoming season, but also the team's trajectory in the years to come. Roki Sasaki's development as a starter is central to this plan, but the broader approach to rotation depth and bullpen reliability reflects an organization thinking several steps ahead. By investing in both player development and strategic acquisitions, the Dodgers are creating a foundation that supports sustained competitiveness and allows them to adapt to challenges as the season unfolds. Every arm on the roster has a role, and every decision impacts the team's ability to perform at the highest level. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. The baseball world is buzzing with whispers that Josh Hader, one of the game's most dominant relievers, is packing his bags and heading west. Multiple sources close to the situation hint that Hader is leaving the Houston Astros to join the Los Angeles Dodgers in what could be one of the offseason's most talked-about moves. Though no official statement has been released by either team, the murmurs have grown too loud to ignore. If true, this would mark a stunning shift for both clubs. Hader, known for his electric fastball and unflinching demeanor on the mound, was seen as a cornerstone of Houston's bullpen. His departure would leave a glaring hole in the late innings, a role he filled with trademark dominance and swagger. For the Dodgers, however, the move signals something else entirely, an aggressive push to solidify their bullpen with a proven closer capable of slamming the door in October. Fans in Houston have already begun to voice their frustration, wondering if the front office underestimated Hader's value or if behind-the-scenes negotiations broke down. Meanwhile, Los Angeles supporters are giddy at the prospect of adding yet another star to an already star-studded roster. Social media has exploded with speculation, photoshopped images of Hader in Dodger blue, and endless debates about what this means for the National League landscape. There are whispers that money wasn't the only factor in the decision. Some insiders suggest Hader was drawn to Los Angeles by the promise of a long-term deal and the chance to compete for championships year after year. Others believe the pitcher sought a change of scenery after a challenging stretch in Houston's clubhouse. Whatever the reason, if these reports are confirmed, it could be one of the most consequential signings of the season. For now, it remains a rumor, an electrifying one that has both fan bases on edge. But in baseball, where smoke often leads to fire, it feels like only a matter of time before Josh Hader's next chapter officially begins under the bright lights of Chavez Ravine. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.